everybody's kind of getting back to that learning stage. The few first practices, they're acclimated to how we do things. Kids even said after the first practice, this is different than spring ball. And it is. It's different than spring ball. There's a bit of urgency that we have, knowing that we're playing soon. But having a lot of guys is a good thing. There's competition in the group. Guys are excited. They're competing for spots. And even the guys who have done stuff at Iowa State, even before my time here in games, they're competing as well. They know that no position's given to them. So it's been good. He's looked really good. He's a big kid. He's a powerful kid. And he's really picked up on it. I think the thing for him is to adapt to how we do things. Him being new, he was here in the fall, obviously, but his transfer status didn't allow him to do anything. So he's also adapting. I would consider him a newcomer as well, just being here for a few months with us. Nice. A guy with his size, you can add a lot. That's a big time threat on the outside for a kid who's as big as he is, and he's powerful. That's the thing that he adds. There's guys that are 6'5", 6'6", but not as powerful. He brings a lot of power and he understands leverage and leverage in routes and defenders and things like that, and that helps him a lot in his route running. But I would say him being a powerful kid has helped him a lot. He's what I call, he's got some suddenness to him. He's got the ball and he can make sudden movements and make people miss. And that makes him a good player. Not necessarily the fastest guy out there. I'm not saying he's slow, but he's not a 4'3" just blazing by people. But he's got that suddenness to when he has the ball, he's a playmaker. Yeah, sure. There's drills every day we do that you see that. You know when a kid has got that when you watch him just in a few plays. You can evaluate that just like I was evaluating a kid to come play here as recruiting him as a high school player. You see that in a few snaps that the kid's got some ability. You know what? I told him I don't care what he did last year, whether it be good or bad, and he knows that. He knows that I really don't. I don't. I'm working with him like he's a clean slate. I'm working with him and just like I would work with any guy. I'm not saying, hey, you dropped this many balls last year, we're going to pound you. I'm not going to do that to the kid. I'm not going to beat him up over something that happened when I wasn't even here and I didn't even witness. Yeah. He's a leader of our group. I'm not saying he's the only one, but he is a leader in our group. He breaks us down after meetings and he has embraced that. He's not a vocal kid as far as a hoopla, get after guys or things like that. But he's a kid that he's gonna lead by example. And if a kid's not doing something right, he's gonna tell him. He's not a kid that's just gonna get after people. But he's been a lead. His whole game, just being an overall player, and like I've said since the day I got here, I started talking to you guys. I said consistency throughout the whole group and for every player. If you're not consistent, I don't know what I'm going to get. If you catch 10 balls one day and then you drop 10 the next, I don't know. Am I going to get what guy am I getting today? So guys need to be consistent, and that's what I've been just harping on the guys since I've been here. He's been great. He's a very smart kid on the football field. And he understands what we're trying to do. He understands defense. He's been coached before. That's obvious that he has been coached well, and he's transferred it over pretty well with us. He obviously has got the frame for it. He's obviously got all the ability that you want. He's a freshman, all right? He's going to make mistakes. He's going to be hard on himself. He's going to weather the storm throughout fall camp. That's just the way it goes, being a true freshman. But he's been a pleasant kid to be around, guys. You know what? It's a great thing to have because fall camp, you take a lot of snaps. It's hot. We got lucky today, but it's usually hot. But it's a leg saver to get guys in and rotate them. I've got 2-3 deep at every position, and so guys aren't getting worn down and they're staying mentally sharp as well. A guy gets tired, his mind's going to go a little bit, and we talk about mental toughness every day. So that's the luxury of it. Have a lot of guys rolling through.
Coach, as far as some of the younger guys that we haven't seen much of, like Harris and Daly and Ejumambe, those type of guys, has anybody stood out to you so far as big improvement from the spring until now?
I think they've all improved because they understand the concepts that we're trying to do and the offense that we've put in. They've obviously understand. I try to teach them all to learn what we do by a concept and don't learn, hey, I'm the X, I'm the Z, I'm this. And I think they've really, that's helped them a lot. Especially guys like Daly and Ekby. They've been really good. I'm surprised. I think Brandon Harris has been the most different looking kid. He had a great summer. You can tell physically he's had a great summer. I'm not saying, I'm not saying that he's going to be the #1 guy, but I would say he's a big improvement from the spring.